Hello, friends, and thanks for tuning into the #1 podcast for the food and beverage industry, Taste Radio. I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of Taste Radio, and I'm with my BevNET and NOSH colleagues, John Craven, Jackie Brugliera, and Mike Schneider. Just a reminder, if you like what you hear on Taste Radio, please share the podcast with friends and colleagues. And of course, we would love it if you could review us on the Apple Podcasts app or your listening platform of choice. Well, we are home. We are home after 9 days, in some cases 10 days, from our events in Santa Monica, Brewbound Live, NOSH Live, and BevNET Live. Being there is awesome. It's exhilarating. It's also exhausting, which is why I'm kind of happy to be home. It's one of those things where, like, I miss the action, I miss the excitement, but at the same time, you need that downtime. You need time to get away from, all the planning, preparation, execution that went into all the events. And I know, John Craven, you always talk about the end of the events as being bittersweet, and I can imagine, and it's a perfect word for the last day of BevNET Live after all the other days of all the other events.
Thanks, Ray. It's always weird that it comes down a lot quicker than it went up, so to speak. So, but I think, it was really awesome to be back with all these folks from, all different parts of the industry and country in one place. And, I think everyone was just in a happy mood because of that. So really appreciate everyone who tuned in or joined us in person. Really was great to be back. And hopefully we're, on a track to doing a lot more of those in 2022. So.
Yeah, it was awesome, just being connected to everyone online for the last 2 years and sliding into people's DMs, connecting through Instagram, connecting through Insider, elevator talk, all of the things that we've been doing online, to finally see some faces and put faces to brand names and actually having to have a conversation beyond, a text message or an email. It was awesome. And it was great to see just a variety of founders, new brands that we didn't even know existed that popped out of the woodworks. That's what these events are for. It's for discovery. It's for meeting new people and reconnecting. So it was a great experience.
I was initially walking up to people when I couldn't hear them. I was like, you're on mute. You're on mute. I couldn't, at first I forgot how to network, but it came back pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you guys say that, and especially you, Jackie, because one of the funniest things that happened when I was at the events was when people would come up to me and be like, Ray, you're taller than I thought you would be. And it's because I'm sitting down, and I have been sitting down in these Zoom meetings for 2 years. And I guess people think I'm, 5'8", 5'9", or something like that. I'm 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
And
they just don't know that you have, they just think that you're head and shoulders, Ray,
Apparently so. Also, some people seem to think I look like this character named Roy Kent from Ted Lasso. Folks, I don't watch too much Ted Lasso, but I've seen pictures of the guy that plays that character, Roy Kent. Okay, similar hair, maybe similar beard. They're both dark, both black hair, both black beard. I don't look like that dude other than
he's here, he's there, he's every bleeping where. Ray Latif, Ray Latif.
No.
Yeah, just add a little rasp to your voice and you're pretty much his twin.
Just start growling at people and see what happens.
Did you just say I'm pretty much his twin, Jackie?
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
We need to point out okay.
Why wouldn't you embrace this, Ray? It's like your dream to be a footballer. Roy Kent is as close as you're ever going to get.
All right. No offense to the actor that plays Roy Kent. He has smaller eyes. I was going to say beady eyes, but I won't say beady eyes. He has smaller eyes than I do. Okay. So, folks, I appreciate the fact that you think I look like a celebrity, quote unquote celebrity, but I don't look like this dude. All right.
He's definitely a celebrity. His name is Brett Goldstein.
All right. I just got that off my chest. But all joking aside, it was really awesome to see people in person. I've met literally dozens and dozens of people virtually via our Elevator Talk series over the past 2 years, and to shake their hands.
Ray, you've met hundreds of people. You can say that.
Okay, hundreds.
Yeah.
But to see them in person and shake their hands, give them a hug, it was such an amazing moment for every single moment that had happened, every single time that it happened. Someone that I met at BevNET Live that I've been waiting to meet in person for a long time is Shaylynn Haywood, who is the co-founder of a brand called Ginsation.
Oh, me too.
Shaylynn is not only an incredible person, she's an outstanding formulator. We talked about her brand, which Shaylynn participated in a previous edition of our New Beverage Showdown competition. And I told her what I experienced, the first time I tried this product, and obviously trying it at the event as well. This is the best tasting ginger centric product that I've ever had. It is incredible. And she has 4 different varieties. The one I'm holding in my hand is their Cherry Delight variety. What's inside the bottle is extraordinary to me anyway, in my opinion. And I told her, with a few tweaks on the outside of the bottle with the packaging and the label, she's got a bona fide hit on her hands. I think she has a bona fide hit anyway, but a few tweaks in the packaging, and I think she's on her way to some great things. But Shaylynn, it's so great to see you.
If we had an award for it, she would be a shoo-in for the most enthusiastic attendee of BevNet Live ever. She had this full understanding that, she was in the New Beverage Showdown and she did the virtual New Beverage Showdown, and she was just like taking in the whole showdown and trying to like channel what it would be like to be up on stage. And then she just ran the table in the audience. I would guess that there wasn't a person at the event that she did not meet. She was a networking machine. Like, she was incredible out there.
That's how to do it. That's absolutely how to do it. Another person I met at the show, who I'd also met via Elevator Talk virtually, is Dean Ernst, who's one of the co-founders of Essential Candy. Essential Candy participated in NOSH's Pitch Slam 11 competition. This is a great brand. Also, one that could use some packaging tweaks. I think this is something the judges brought up. But Essential Candy, a maker of all-natural hard candy infused with essential oils. When you see someone for the first time, and again, it was a really special moment meeting Dean and really hearing his passion for his brand and what he's been doing, and seeing the struggle and everything that's gone into launching his brand. Congratulations on everything you've done to this point, Dean, and hope to catch up with you again really soon.
Another founder that I got to catch up with was Shelley Marshall from True Scoops. She was so enthusiastic, so excited to just share the story about True Scoops, which is ice cream mix, which you don't need a mixer. And it's very simple ingredients and very clean packaging. And she just was jumping on any opportunity. She was excited to be there, just a sponge for information. And she was just so excited to just take everything and run with it after the show. So I was excited to meet her.
Yeah, really cool brand. Also in the NOSH Pitch Slam, where you make your own ice cream. It's a dry ice cream mix that you mix with half and half. And it's already flavored. So I think they've got a strawberry, a vanilla. I want to say if there's a butterscotch flavor as well. She's based in Massachusetts. So Shelley, whenever you have an opportunity, please come visit us at BevNET headquarters. Let's mix some ice cream together in our kitchen. I'd love for that to happen. That would be a great video.
Yeah. Great Instagram.
Ice cream. I like it.
Yeah. One other person that we've met in person a number of times, but who I would consider to be one of the great friends to everyone in the food and beverage industry, is Stephanie Haughey from Whole Foods. One of the most connected people you will ever meet. She's so involved in early stage brands and helping entrepreneurs build awareness and gain awareness to industry publications like ours, as well as the industry as a whole, via LinkedIn, via Instagram. I don't know. It seemed like every single person that saw Stephanie was like, "Oh my gosh, Stephanie, it's so great to see you." Gave her a big hug. She's just one of the most wonderful people that I've ever met, really. Forget about the food and beverage industry, just one of the most wonderful people I've ever met. And she brought with her a couple brands. She brought these on the trip to LA. She brought these brands with her on behalf of the owners of these brands to show to me and to show to the Taste Radio team. One of which is a brand called Nemi, which makes a line of cactus sticks. Nemi was also featured on Elevator Talk over the past year. Really interesting brand of snacks made from cactus. The founder and CEO is Regina Trillo. Nemi recently underwent a brand revamp. And Stephanie was like, "Ray, you need to see this brand revamp. Tell me what you think." And I think it looks pretty fantastic. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to try these. I'll bring
No,
some.
and I just want to say, Stephanie, if you give it to Ray, there's no chance that the Taste Radio team is trying it. Just
Not true.
Forget
Not
nothing.
true. I'll bring these to the office for sure. Stephanie also brought me a new brand, or a brand of granola that I'm not familiar with, called Nana Joe's. It's made in San Francisco. They make grain-free granola. The one I'm holding in my hand is their paleo chocolate cheer variety. It's made with peppermint, chocolate, and pistachio. This looks pretty darn great. Nana Joe's. I like how they have the picture of what appears to be Nana Joe on the front of the package. It's like this old black and white photo, which actually lists the date that it was taken in November of '67. So I just need to read more about Nana Joe's, but what I see in the little window looks pretty damn delicious. So I don't know, Stephanie, I don't know what else to say about you other than the fact that you're the best.
I mean, I have one more thing to say about Stephanie. Thanks for handing me Waju sparkling wellness water and for introducing to the founder as well. I mean, hopefully we'll just, we'll get to see these brands at future shows, because the products certainly that Stephanie hands you are always tasty and innovative.
Absolutely. I mentioned the NOSH Pitch Slam and the New Beverage Showdown. Just a quick shout out and congratulations to the winner of all the competitions over the course of the events. Those include Funky Town Brewery, which won our Brewbound Pitch Slam. Cocada, which is a maker of coconut spreads.
So good.
Yeah, which won.
Both of those are so good.
Absolutely. Our NOSH Pitch Slam. Golden Rule, the winner of the Cocktail Showdown 2, BevNET's Cocktail Showdown 2. And of course, Hayo, the winner of BevNET's New Beverage Showdown. Some really, really great brands in all these competitions. Not easy at all for these brands to achieve that level of champion. But as I mentioned, at the end of the New Beverage Showdown, we've seen a lot of brands participate in these competitions, not win the showdown, the pitch slam, and end up being incredible brands in their own right. Namely Super Coffee, which was BevNET's 2021 Brand of the Year, which did not win the showdown that it was involved in. Athletic Brewing is another great example of this. Athletic Brewing participated in the Brewbound Pitch Slam 3 years ago, and it was named Brewbound's Craft Brewery of the Year for 2021. So, I mean, there's a lot to be said about brands that actually do win these contests. Then there's also a lot to be said about brands that don't.
These brands also come away with some amazing feedback. I know Poppy, which was Mother Beverage, when they won the New Beverage Showdown, they've gone through a lot of iterations of their product, notably, obviously, a name change and a rebrand. Doka Beer also participated in the Brewbound Pitch Slam and then came back for another round, implementing some feedback that they received from the judges. So it's great to see, these brands continually evolve and iterate and learn from the industry and also learn from their consumers.
Yeah, Youngwon Lee's Doke beer, the kimchi sour, was definitely a hit. And I know that the Brewbound judges had a tough time choosing a champion there. There were so many great products.
Absolutely. Ryan Galang, who's on our AV team, that kimchi sour, he was holding on to that bottle.
He definitely hoarded it.
Gold, like it was filled with liquid gold. He wouldn't let that thing go.
I mean, John Craven got more than his fair share of it as well.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Definitely appreciate a beer like that with some interesting ingredients and tastes really great.
Yeah, another brand that participated in the New Beverage Showdown a few years back is a brand called Ugly Drinks. Ugly Drinks, a maker of flavored sparkling water. Sure, our listeners are familiar. We've talked about this brand quite a few times on this show. Co-founded by Hugh Thomas. Now, Hugh penned a beautiful post on LinkedIn, or penned beautiful posts on LinkedIn and Instagram about his recent decision to step down as CEO of the company after 7 years. The response to those posts were really incredible. It almost seems like Hugh was one of the most beloved, or is one of the most beloved people in the food and beverage industry. If I just look right now at the reactions. There are currently 4,652 reactions. Those are those likes, loves, whatever you want
Yeah,
to
how
call
many of
them
those
on
are
LinkedIn.
hearts, Ray?
Over 300, I believe.
I mean, he's got more hearts on his posts than most of us get likes.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
575 comments. 575 comments. It's incredible. It's like a standing ovation. So he's stepping down to a standing ovation on LinkedIn. Really incredible stuff. John, you've known Hugh for forever. And when I think about the reasons that he talked about to step down, it's just he's looking forward to his next adventure, so to speak. He's looking forward to taking some time off. He's talked openly about mental health and the burnout that comes with being an entrepreneur. I get the sense that this is something that, has been coming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone who knows Hugh is probably all that surprised. They're probably shocked by it, but I think reading his post, it's hard to argue with that stuff. I think recognizing when a situation isn't right for you is, kind of part of life. I think it's maybe a little more unique in that it's a company that he co-founded, but a lot of stuff changes in, the 7 years he worked on it. Or I think, props to him for making the move and realizing it's time to step away. I'm sure it's tough and bittersweet for him, but he's somebody who, I think, to Mike's point with all the reactions, certainly there's plenty of people rooting for him, just as there were when the brand launched. So I'm sure he'll go on to great things.
You talk about him being beloved, and I think the reason that he is so beloved is that you always feel like you're the only one in the room when you're talking to him. I mean, he's the kind of person who is locked on, very genuinely interested in what you're doing. And it's very easy to have a conversation with him about any number of topics because he is such a Renaissance guy.
There was someone that pointed out on LinkedIn recently about this glamorization of hustle culture. He's someone that definitely does not do that and has not done that. And I think there's something to be said about that, which is, know when you need to take a break, and know when you need to step away. And Hugh is a great example for all of us, not just entrepreneurs. I think he's someone that makes it safer, makes it easier for you to say, look, I need a break. And I thank him for doing that. And we all know he's going to go and do some great things. He already has done a great thing in creating the brand Ugly Drinks. I mean, I can't think of many more like exciting brands that I've seen over the past 7 years in Ugly. So Hugh, cheers to you, and hope to see you again really soon.
I'm definitely glad to hear that he's taken some time. His family is a huge priority. He hasn't seen them in a very, very long time. And I know he's planning to reconnect with them in Canada, and then also with friends that are very important to him, and that he's been estranged from, in a lot of ways, he left, a great support system in both Wales and in England, and friends that he hung out with all the time, to solely come to New York by himself and blaze the trail. And he and I have talked a lot about just leadership styles and things that are important when running a company. And the thing that I'm always triggered by is I see a lot of people post about hard work, and I think hard work is overrated. It's smart work that is really to be valued. And I'm starting to see a lot more people, particularly Gen Z, who is coming along and reinventing the way that people work, value smart work over hard work.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Is he from Wales? I didn't know that. I thought he was from
England. He's Welsh.
I should have guessed. He runs like a Welshman. So
just be like, hey Hugh, what's a current?
All kidding aside, congrats Hugh, and like I said, let's catch up again really soon. Now, a brand and a product that we did not see at NOSH Live, but I'd love to highlight, is a brand called Natural Delights. They recently launched these new mini Mejdoul dates. These are made with dates, nut butter, seeds, nuts, fruit, and they're all rolled. Well, this one is rolled in coconut, the one I'm holding in my hand. They're all USD organic. As far as snacks go, this is one of the best snacks. These are some of the best snacks I've had in 2021. I wish I had had these all year, but hey, they launched in November, so I guess I should be lucky and happy with what I have now. So thanks so much to Natural Delights.
Ray, I've got one quick shout out here, and it is to Organifi, who has a line of great powders. I've been drinking a lot of the red juice and also the green juice. And what I like about it is, I mean, first of all, the packaging is great. It pops. And the side of pack is really, really helpful because there's so many things in it. It's like cordyceps, Siberian ginseng, reishi mushroom, red beet, pomegranate, acai. And then it gives you a summary of what it's supposed to do for you. And then the best part of the package is best served cold. And then they also have some that are best served hot.
I've been drinking one green juice a day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Special thanks to our friend Adam Hurdle, who's the vice president of sales at the company. Adam sent us those, and yeah, thanks.
My running buddy now.
Thanks so much. Oh, really? You guys were running together?
Yeah, well, sort of. We passed each other.
You guys are passing buddies. You pass each other.
Still counts. We ran together.
I guess. Yeah, thanks so much to Adam, who we saw at BevNET Live, and anyone who sends us products that keep us healthy and not sick. Thank you so much for doing so. All right, once again, thanks so much to everyone we saw at Brewbound Live, NOSH Live, and BevNET Live. We're going to be doing it all over again. Well, NOSH and BevNET, that is, in June of 2022. Registration is now open. You will save money if you sign up now. What's better than saving money? I can't think of many things, so do it. In the meantime, just want to say thank you to everyone who is listening. Another great episode of Taste Radio, at least in my book. As always, for questions, comments, ideas for future podcasts, please send us an email to ask@tasteradio.com. On behalf of that amazing Taste Radio team, I'm Ray Latif, and we'll talk to you next time. Don't call me Roy Kent.
And we'll leave the light on for you.